Howdy folks, welcome back to my Nautical Mile Arc. This is leg 38 of our 50 states tour, where we take off and land in the same state for each of the 50 states. Leg 38, which means we're in Oregon today, and we're in the Eclipse 550. And we have a relatively short flight for a jet, 191 nautical miles, but getting the plans together and the documents into the folders, into the aircraft, in the simulator, is a little bit of work. So it's still a big flight to do this plane. Even though it's a short distance. We are going to do something new today, though. We'll use a flight plan to get to our destination, but our destination has no instrument approach. So we, for the first time in this aircraft, are going to do a visual, completely visual landing, no ATC to vector us, kind of in the mountainous areas. So it's going to be interesting. We, based on weather and based on the area, since we don't know the area, we might have to just fly over it, circle to land, or we might be able to go for it first try. No idea. We never know when we don't know the area. And we do a visual landing. It's very tricky until you learn the area, right? Real world weather is turned on. It's clear skies, even though it said scattered when I loaded the weather. It's clear skies now or something. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Something else of interest. This plane updated because I have the auto updater. But I haven't read the update notes, so I don't know what's changed other than our touchpad. Our control panel is missing. Remember we had this control panel here, so I could do everything? Now I have to pop it out, which is fine. But I really enjoyed having it here instead of having to pop it out. So maybe I can put it back somehow. Not exactly sure how, though. I'm going to have to do some research, I guess, off camera. Or if you know, I'm recording this right before I upload it. So if you want to give me your advice on where the heck the control panel went in this aircraft, please do. Because I would rather... That's new too. Wait. Oh, it's up there now. Why? Why is it up here? I mean, I guess it's not terrible. At least it's in the sim. Huh. Okay. I found it. Never mind. I was going to say leave a comment because I'm recording this right before you see it. So you would have a chance to comment. But, okay, I found it. Because normally when I do videos, they're so far in advance that by the time you leave a comment, I've already done my research. But on this case, we found it, whatever. Okay, so now that we're back on track, Oregon. We are going from Paisley Airport to McDermitt State. So small airports, 22 Sierra and 26 Uniform. But I did check, at least in the real life, these runways are plenty long to take off and land this plane. Are they going to be long enough in the sim? We will find out when we get there. Otherwise, we'll see how it goes. We're at the mercy of the sim. As far as story time, I don't really have any stories or anything to share from Oregon. I have been getting a lot of feedback all of a sudden. Things come in waves, right? Like I don't hear from anybody for a long time, then all of a sudden I get 20 comments about the same thing, coincidentally. I'm getting a lot of feedback, positive and negative, about my stories and rambling and sharing personal information. And while a few people can't stand it, the overwhelming majority of you love my stories and my personal ramblings. So I think we'll keep it up, but not every video. I'll tone it back a little bit. But I like personal stuff when I watch, like streamers, for example, do Minecraft. I'm not there to watch Minecraft. I'm there to watch the personality. Same thing with videos. There's some flight sim videos that I watch for the person, and there's some videos of content I would never dream of watching, but I do it for the personality. There are some things I want to stay on task, like some of my music stuff, because music is so serious and close to me. There are some music channels that, if they were to ramble about personal stuff, I just wouldn't watch anymore. So to each their own. That is what's super amazing about the oversaturation of YouTube, is if you don't like something, there's a million more people you can check out. Or if you like it sometimes, stick with it, etc., etc. So it's up to you, but just letting you know, I have put I've been overthinking the story time stuff, and I will be doing story time, just not as often. But yes, I will continue to do story time. That's my personality, and that's one of the elements of my channel, is the raw learning how to fly with you, right? I don't do this 15 hours a day as a job. I'm learning to do this with you. I'm just sharing my experiences, and sometimes that includes telling stories. So there we go. That is the background. We are in Oregon. We're going to get this thing started. Has it been a long time since we've flown this? Yes, 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 it has. So first thing we need to do, I guess, is go in here and put the iPad up to get our people in. So here we go. Wait. We're going to have a full crew today. 3 adults, and someone brought their kid because you can get a babysitter. And we're going to load this thing up with luggage. So 191 nautical miles. I guess I should have calculated my fuel. But I'm just going to load it up with fuel. There we go. We probably don't need that much, but that's what we're going to do. Alright, luggage fuel chocks off. That's going to be ground. Okay. Reset all my power levers because I have a preset for this somewhere in the cockpit. Reset that because that seems to change. Oh, see how it's jiggling on the left? That means I'm not going to be able to control it. So if I slam my stuff, see how it's perfectly still now? I don't know what's going on with Windows. I think it's the way it maps my yoke. If the simulator yokes, no matter where they're positioned, if they jiggle around, I'm not going to be able to turn to the right with my yoke. So what I do is I slam my fuel forward and back really fast, and then it goes still, and then I'm able to turn to the right. I don't like it, but at least I have a workaround now. Alright, parking brake is set. Where are you? There you are. Oxygen pull on. I have a close-up of all this stuff somewhere. There's no actual pull. You just push it, so it's always off, I guess. Close door from the touch panel. Okay, door. But see, then we used to be able to watch it close, see? And now we can't anymore because... Oh well, that's okay. That's fine. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it. Air system to normal. How long has it been since I've done this? There you go. Bus ties to auto. There we go. Annunciator test. Is it this one? You go up. Oh, that's this one. Alright. Sounds good to me. ELT for 1 second on. And then arm. External lighting. So we're going to do still beacon because we're about to start up. And do we need any interior lights? No, not right now. Let's do this on, but no. Day. Oh, it's no 2-way now. Night and day, that's it. I swear there's 3. I don't know, maybe with updating and things, there's a few nuances that have changed. I just didn't know it well enough before any updates to notice if there's a difference with updates. I do need to check the change log, though, definitely. Gear, 3 green, we got it. Alright, fuel quantity check, we did that already. Let's put this thing, can I click on to put it away? I have to click down here to put it away. Alright, fuel quantity check is actually done down here. There we go, probably more than we need. Altimeter and barometer, we do have world weather turned on, so we do need to check our weather information in the simulator. And it's reporting to us to be wind, light, and variable. So we can take off anywhere. Let's just take off, turn right, take off runway 13, I think it said it was. And what was that, 3027? 3027 for the barometer. I think you can still click in here and type it in. 3027. Enter. There we go. Alright, what is next? Navigation. Okay, so I do have a flight plan in here. And I can't remember how to do it. It's in my catalog, I think. No, it isn't. Oh, this is new too. Whoa. This used to just be like a text list. Okay. This is us here. We're not going to revert, but we're going to activate it. Yeah, thank you. Okay. What's this mean? Wow, this is very different than what I'm used to seeing, which is good. I'm not complaining. I just gotta... Where's my preset for the doggone... There it is. I just have to learn how to do it. So, I thought we were going... What? Hang on a second. I gotta pull up a map. Okay, I'm not crazy. We're going from the south central area of Oregon to the southeast corner, and this has us going... Oh, north. Oh, this is all different. There we go. Wow. So you can flip that around now and get your actual direction versus north. Okay. I got a lot to catch up on. Holy moly, this is different a lot. Is there like another like bobblehead in this anywhere? That'd be fun. Okay, so good. We'll do Earth North or Compass North or True North, and we're gonna go here, here, and then it's gonna take us towards our destination. But it cuts off because there's no like approach or anything. It just goes there. And why isn't it showing us? Well, when we get to Rio, we'll panic. And then we'll figure out where we're going from there. And figure out why it's not having this last thing. This 35 miles, nautical miles, isn't there. Or maybe that's what that is. Why isn't it listed then? I don't know. Wow, I'm wasting too much time on this. But this is all new, and that's, part of why I do this for, to figure this out together. So we will figure that out together. Otherwise, no radios. We're just going to do a thing on the GPS. So let's go back to, well, here. I don't know what that's there for. No, don't remove. Jeez. We got to get our thingamabobber over to Skyview. There we go. Let's just turn those off. Don't need them. Don't need them. Skyview it is. There we go. GPS. Okay. Let's see. That I do remember. Map, weather, and TCAS. That's on already now. Okay, that's good. Sometimes that won't always be on. Alrighty, so we are going to start the engines. We could go through here and do weather and all this stuff. We already got our weather. And this doesn't line up with what the sim tells us half the time anyway. But we'll make the best of it. Okay. I don't know. We'll have to see how this works out. I haven't seen anything like this before. There's this in the middle, then it doesn't, whatever. We will figure it out as it goes. So start battery on. Start battery on. Right engine start. Right engine. So I can't remember if we hold it or not in this one. I just flipped it. I'm not holding it. Looks like it's doing something. So let's have an eye on this here and see if it actually starts. Because sometimes it's just shut off on me. Alrighty. Interest of time. Let's do the other one. Come down here and keep an eye on this thing. Well, this one's going much faster. Alright, both at 66.9, so let's leave that there. Check engine gauges I just did. Right and left generator on. And disconnect the GPU. You're right there. Alrighty. We got way quieter too. Alright, what is next? Trim set. Where are you? You're in here somewhere, and it's set just fine. Flaps to take off. Let's start our taxi here. But we can't really do things at once. Or can we? I think we're going out. What are they going to do? Go out to the... Oops, wrong one. Out to the right. Back taxi. Oh yeah, that's it right there. So we're just going to back taxi a little bit. Whoop. I just did a new preset. There it is. Boom. Parking brake off. Flaps set to take off. There. Come on. Parking brake off. I just did it twice. Is it going to go? It must think we're off road or something. Windy fog, yes. Anti-ice. Where are you? Let's turn that on too. Let's turn on anti-ice because we can. Get our footwell light on in case you might need it. Wow, I have like almost full throttle to get this thing rolling. There we go. Alrighty, I'm going to quickly back taxi over to the right, turn around, and I'll cut right back with you and we'll get this thing in the air. Alright, I'm enjoying the mountains in the background, but I should probably pay attention here so we can make this U-turn. Hopefully it goes okay. We don't really have a turnaround area, but again, we're at the mercy of the sim, so we're going to do the best we can. And I'm noticing the textures on this thing. I don't think the textures have changed in whatever updated. I don't think, but I'm noticing dirt on the engines I never noticed before. Alright, here we go. Can we spin around without losing momentum? Oh, come on. There we go. I had to give like full throttle to make that turn. Oh, look at that. I actually made it too. Alright, let's hop in here and set the parking brake. And can I do anything with this menu? Can I mouse wheel to hide it or anything? No. Alrighty, so we're at the end of the runway. Trim is set. Yes, flaps to take off. Anti-ice. Fog. Little taxi lights. I forgot my taxi lights. I was so worried about the footwell for some stupid reason. Cabin override will come on right now. And all the shades need to come up, which means we need to find shades. All up. And if you look back here, I think I have a preset for that. There we go. Let's hide you. Let's get our landing lights on. Taxi lights come back off. Autopilot setup. Yes. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. So Actually, I have an autopilot preset, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay, so we want to do altitude. What do we got? 100, 1600, 40, 50. Okay, we're going to do a low flight. We are going to go at a whopping 18,000 feet. There we go. And that'll be an alt change, I think. No, shoot. Gotta do that again. 18,000 feet. I was right the first time. Alt change. There we go. And we want to hold 180 knots. So do we want to do nav, because that's going to be GPS. Let's work with this. Alt, yes. Heading, no. We want to do nav. Yaw damper will turn on when the autopilot turns on. And, whoa, my mouse is all screwed up. There we go. We want to do, okay, it's already set for vertical, not vertical speed, airspeed, because it's in blue. There we go, 180 knots, it's in blue. So I don't have to change that this time. Nav is set GPS, which means it's going to do sky view, which is going to be your GPS, and alt change. Okay, that's it. I know I said that 3 times, but it's been a long time. All right, checking the checklist. That's it, I think. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Confirm flaps. Yes. Landing lights. Yes. Override switch on. Yes. Shades up. Heading bug. Not going to worry about that in this one. Start the timer. Rotate at 91 knots. Start timer. Go utilities. Timer up. Start. Boom. There we go. All right. We're going to hold the brakes on this one because we have a really short runway. We're going to spool up. We are going to over spool in the red for this. And as soon as we're airborne, have positive rate, we will bring in gear, flaps, and get our throttle back, or thrust levers, I think they call it in this aircraft. And no, I know you're not wondering, but if you were, I do not have rudder pedals yet. So that's why we're going back and forth, because I have one finger to go both directions on the yoke for rudder. So there we go. We're almost at 91. Are we going to make it? Yes. Plenty. Boom, rotate. Any day now. There we go. Positive rate, sort of. Gear up, flaps up, bring back thrust a little bit. So we're out of the red, out of the yellow in this case. We're so high. Sometimes you can get red if you're closer to sea level. And here we go. What we're going to do, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to go over here and look at her. Whoops. What is my preset for this? There we go. We're going to follow that pink line, which is pretty much straight out. No, it's not, because we're going to hit that mountain. Well, let's just go runway heading for a little bit more. What's our vertical speed? 1400. Let's nose down a little bit to get more speed. Once you're at 180, 1-gauge autopilot. By then, we should definitely have this mountain cleared, I would think. Oh, yes. Good. All right, we're going to just keep flying by hand for a little bit. Yeah, might as well. Let's look back outside. Let's see what this looks like. And, enjoy our moderately high frame rates anyway. Ooh, there's a nice water feature back there. Screenshot that. Looking good. Except we're going up more, so let's get back inside and keep an eye on our airspeed while we climb. There we go. Let's see what the kids have to say. The one poor kid that had to come with us. Well, if the kid were anything like me, I definitely prefer to be with adults my entire life. So maybe it's not so bad. All eyes looking good. Very nice. All right, we're going to make a manual turn towards the pink line. Just because my autopilot does take over, I want to make sure we're actually going to clear this area. And I think we're going to be good. So nose down just a little bit. We have a pretty crazy climb rate. But that's okay. Let's keep that up. And then as soon as we hit 180 on the airspeed, I'm going to engage autopilot. I just want to get back to our pink line here. And there it is. Autopilot now. Whoa! And it really wants to go to that pink line. So we're going to let autopilot take over. It's going to level us off to keep that speed. Why didn't it keep our airspeed at 180? Hang on. Autopilot. Autopilot. Pitch. IAS. 180. Dude, what's going on? Why? I don't want... Okay, level this off. IAS. Fine. Vertical speed this thing. Boom. 1200 before we hit the speed limit. There we go. What? It was in blue and you saw IAS highlighted there and it was blue. And we blew right through 180. Let's keep our airspeed down a little bit so we don't go over the speed limit. Let's climb higher then. Fine. Let's just go all the way. 2200. Boom. There you go. Throttle's back in, but not in the yellow. Come back a little. Come back a little. Well, that was strange. You have all seen me use this autopilot many, many times. I know it's been a while, but I've never had that problem. That was in blue and was highlighted down here in green. And it just blew right through it. Huh. There's no IS up here because you do it through here. Right? This is just navigation stuff, not lateral. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting ready to turn over here. So what I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm doing. I got really distracted by that. Huh. I don't know. We're almost at 10,000 feet though, so let's turn off landing lights. Let's regroup a minute. After our cruise checklist at this point, right? Gear up, yes. Long time, long time, long time. Barometer, flat at 18,000. We'll do standard barometer. Yeah, override switch and come off now. They can play with their lights and their shades if they want to. I don't think they really need to. All right, well, I don't quite understand what happened with that autopilot, but it's no big deal. I know enough about it that we recovered. So we're just going to do some sightseeing. I'm going to calculate top of descent off camera. I'll let you know once I have a calculation, but otherwise I'll see you in a couple moments. Alright, we blew through top of the descent already, but that's because I was busy sightseeing and getting some good shots. So, some things I did, when we hit 18,000 feet, I went to standard barometer, which is fine. I screwed up our autopilot altitude. Our cruising altitude, I put 1800, not 18,000. So as you blew through it, I just changed it to 20,000, which is fine, which means we had top of descent when our time was 15 minutes, but now we're below 13, so it's time to come down. Also, our airport finally popped into view. I don't know why I wasn't there before, so there's nothing to worry about there. We just have to get our descent rate up. Based it, our top descent on 1,000 foot per minute drop, which isn't going to work because we're behind. So we'll do like 1,500 until we catch up. So we're going to put in, our destination is 4,400. Let's put in 5,500 for now. Well, it's visual, so we'll just, we'll be taking over. We'll be killing autopilot long before then. But there's that. Let's do, I think I could do Alt change and then just hit down. There we go. So let's do 1,300 for now until we catch up. Bring back throttles a little bit, although as you can tell, whoops, I went negative. Oh my gosh, I'm not having a very good time here, am I? Let's do a negative 1,300. Jeez, there we go. There we go. We're going to keep our speed up though. Everybody just threw up a little bit with that descent. So keep in mind with this aircraft, if your throttles are too high, you'll never reach your descent rate that you want. So if I had full throttle right now and it got close to overspeed, this would actually come up closer to 0. But I brought throttles back a little bit, I'm easing them back in though. I want to see how fast we can keep our speed. So once our descent catches up to our time, or altitude catches up to our time, I'll draw this back to 1,000 feet per minute. But for right now, we got to catch up. So that took care of top of descent. So we need our destination weather. It's not quite in the map yet. So I don't know what our barometer is. I'm thinking once these lines intersect at this VOR, we'll be able to see our destination and get weather. So we're just going to keep the barometer where it is for now, since there's nobody to talk to and ask. Oh, it's too early for flaps, too early for gear. We are in the mountains, so I'm going to turn on landing lights, because even though we're above 10,000 AG or MSL, we're not nearly that high AGO. So landing lights are on already. We don't need to do anything else. Why is my flashlight on? Weird. Okay, anyway. What else do we need to do? Nothing until we get our weather. And then we'll make sure shades are up and all that stuff. So I'm going to go back to sightseeing here. I'm going to keep an eye on the map till when we get our weather. I'm going to adjust our descent rate to match what we need it to be. And then I'll come back with you in a moment. Alright, so just enjoying and admiring the scenery. Very, very nice. But a few things you have to do. We are flying a plane after all. We're coming up on 10,000 feet, so I slowed us down below 250. I also decreased our descent rate to 800 because we have about 7,000 to go. That would be 7 minutes at 1,000 feet per minute. We got 14 minutes of the destination. So I slowed us down to about 800 feet per minute or so, and I'll make adjustments as we need to there. Otherwise, let's see now if our weather is going to show up, or whether our airport's going to show up. There it is. 26 uniform. What does it say? Wind calm. So we can land wherever we want. So whichever one way we see. Goodness, whichever runway we see, we will use that runway. Probably fly straight in from the north if we can see it in time. That'd be runway 16. So barometer 3028. Let's click. Where is it? Right here. Oh, let's get rid of the map. 3028 it is. That's not. Yeah, that's right. 3028. Boom. Gonna screw up our altitude a little bit, which is fine. Oh, let's slow down. We're coming up at 10,000 feet. We're picking up speed. Otherwise, let's keep this map out just in case, although I don't really know why we would need this map. We have our GPS to do things for us, but we'll keep it in on the airport just in case we lose it. It is going to be visual approach and landing anyway. So there we go. There we have it. What are we? 13 minutes out or so between the two waypoints. And we've got 7,000 feet to come down at 800 feet per minute. We're coming down a little more steeply than we need to then, but I'll adjust that as we get a little bit closer. Maybe I'll bump this up to 600 right now. There we go. All right, keep an eye on our speed. I'm going to push that 250 speed limit as much as I can. Landing lights are already on. Too early for flaps, too early for gear. When we come around that last corner, though, we will make sure all shades are up and the override switch for the light is on. So people's eyes adjust to the surroundings, and I'll be back in a moment. So we're about to make our turn. We'll use a window seat for that, but we are descending now. We have 4,000 feet to go to the, that's the airport is 4,000 feet. At 500 feet per minute is 8 minutes. And it says 7 there, but it says 10 there, so I'm not exactly sure how that's coming together. But that's okay, because we'll be killing autopilot by then anyway. I just want to make sure that we are looking at a window seat when we start our turn, though. This should be pretty interesting. And then we should see the airport in front of us. It's close enough. We should see a beacon from here. So now we're just waiting for the turn, and then we'll be on the home stretch. We'll start slowing down and getting everything together. There we go. Making our turn. We'll kind of tip our heads up a little bit so we don't get too nauseous looking at the ground. How awesome is that? Very cool. We'll just let this turn complete. Oh, yeah, there's that other airport with the VOR that we're going over. And then, like I said, we should see our destination out the front window here in a moment once we level off. And we should be able to get things going for a nice landing. Landing shouldn't be too bad with winds calm in this. It's pretty easy to land this thing. What are we going to do when we touch? Final approach 99, touchdown between 76 and 99. Yeah, let's hop up front to get this thing wrapped up. Alright, so here we go. Our speed is okay. Destination should be in front of us. We're just going to fly straight in, pretty much. Where are we at here? It says we are 7 minutes out, and we've got 3,000 to go. That's 6 minutes of descent time, which is plenty. And we need to turn on the override switch so that people cannot mess with their lights right now. And all up. I don't think anybody closed anything, but just in case, we'll make sure all the shades are up too, in case you have to get out. Otherwise, now it's just a matter of getting flaps and gear down in a moment. Let's slow down a little bit so we can get gear down first. We still got 7 minutes to go, but I want to start slowing down a little bit here just so we can manage it better. I don't see the airport yet. Let's go to binoculars, even though we shouldn't need them. It's probably just not rendered in yet, but I don't see anything out there. But we know it's straight out. So we'll just have to be at the mercy of autopilot until we see it. Then we'll break free and have a visual landing. That's not it there, is it? I mean, it might render in this open space. Once you get a little bit closer, I'm not sure. Otherwise, so what? We don't want to slow down that much. We'll keep an eye on things here. That's also going to make our time go up quite a bit. Yeah. Alrighty, so I'm just going to keep an eye on things, and we'll cut back here in a second. Alright, we're about to reach our altitude for autopilot, which we're actually going to let take over here because because I slowed down so much, we still have 6 minutes to go and we're 2,000 feet above the airport. So I don't want to come down any lower, so we'll let autopilot level us off, which means it's going to slow us down a little bit too. So I just got to keep an eye on our speed. And we'll get gear down in a moment. We're still pretty far away for that, I think. We're how many miles out? Yeah, 24 miles it says. So we'll wait till we're about 15 or so. So we came down a little too soon. Or, well, we descended. Our top descent was fine, but we descended a little too quickly. So we're a little ahead on that. With this terrain, that's kind of an issue. Well, I think we're going to be fine, because I think this is our last bump here. Although we should not be looking out the window to gauge this. We should be following an actual approach, but there isn't an instrument approach. So, again, we're just doing the best we can. We don't know the area. So if I were to practice, I would change how I'm doing this. But the problem with that, yeah, we're 1,000 above ground level. But the problem with that, with practicing, is it kind of defeats the purpose of the way I run things here, right? So yeah, we are dangerously close to this terrain. It called out 1,000. You want to say at least 1,000 above your terrain. So we're dangerously close, but we're just going to do it anyway, because we can. Ooh, we are just brushing that. Oh man, we're probably what? 500 feet? 600 feet above? But that's okay because autopilot should level us off, right? Yes, and 200 feet. Alright, so let's get gear down now. I know that's a little early. Keep our speed up, though. Yeah, we're 500 above ground. So, well, I was right. I said 5 to 600. Yeah, see, it's going up and down, so it's going to keep saying 500 a couple times. Keep our speed up. And we're just going to go straight in. I'm just waiting. 400, huh? Are we done descending yet? Is it going to level us off? Come on, level us off. There we go. Alright, so we're just going straight in until we see the airport. Keep our speed up a little bit. Final approach is only 99 knots, so let's not go too much above 190. But we're leveled off now, gears down. I still do not see an airport. Probably because we're so doggone low. We're definitely coming in too low. But we're going to hold this. But we're still 1,000 feet above airport elevation, though. So I'm expecting this terrain then to drop off because it called out 400 above ground level, but we're still 1,000 feet above airport level. So what are we? 11 miles it says. 15. Okay, so yeah, we're just ahead. We're just too far ahead of schedule. So I'm going to keep this up. Keep an eye on my speed. I'm still going to stay within the white arcs and get flaps as soon as we see an airport. We'll get flaps down, slow way down, and then hopefully, like I said, just fly straight in. Alright, the airport has been spotted straight out in front of us. It's an offset approach by quite a bit. So we're going to get the first set of flaps down. And we're actually going to kill autopilot and start doing this thing manually here. And, whoa, come on. Careful, careful. Keep that throttle going, though. But not too much. I want to go down about 150. So I'm going to try to stay kind of level until I can actually see the runway clearly. We have first set of flaps down. We'll do full set of flaps in a moment. Here we go. So now if I keep looking, because now we are totally visual, and that's because it's a visual approach. It's out there somewhere. Where did you go? I know you're there. I think we're going to have to use the iPad on our laps for this one. Yeah, see, we're flying right by it. Okay, so let's head towards what I believe was the airport. Keeping our speed down about 150, so let's slow down a little bit. And where did that thing go? It was really hard to spot. Is that it right there? Oh yeah, there it is. Right in the middle of our screen. Okay, I didn't need that iPad after all, doggone it. Oh well, that's okay. Alright, let's slow this thing down. And we'll get second set of flaps down at about 140, I think. Gears are already down. Turn up my sim volume so I can actually hear the callouts. Second set of flaps. We're going to approach at 99. We're going to touch at 76 to 99. No wind, so we're not going to worry about crosswind landing. We're just going to try to come in nice and steady. I have my left hand on my yoke and my left middle finger on my rudder control for both directions, and my right hand on my throttle. So I got a lot going on here. Let's level off a little bit. No, okay, we got to slow this thing down. Slow down. Slow, slow, slow. Here we go. A little bit. Yep. Whoa. Touchy, touchy, touchy. All right. Slow down. We're coming in hot. We're coming in really hot. Oh boy. We should be approaching 10 slower. But we'll touch down. Actually, oh, fine. We're going to touch down just fine. All right. Here we go. Here we go. They're going to flare a little bit. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Whoa. Oh. Not my best, but could have been a lot worse too. So let's slow this thing down. Brakes on. And brakes off about 40 or so. Flaps coming in. Doesn't look like a modeled airport. Well, it's kind of a modeled airport. We got some static aircraft, so let's slow down even more. Here we go. And let's roll this out slowly. Get our landing lights on. Or, I'm sorry, taxi lights. Where are you? Over there. Landing lights can come off. The override switch can come off for that. Come on. Flight timer can stop. Was that 39 minutes, I think it said? There we go. Man, it takes a lot to get this thing going. I have like 3/4 throttle on. Jeez. There we go. All right, after landing checklist while I'm doing too many things at once. Stop the timer. Yes, flaps off. Yes, taxi lights on. Yes, override off and landing lights off. Good. So we are just going to park here. I really don't know what's going on here. Let's stop at the stop sign right about here. And set the parking brake. Let's hop outside, see where we are. I know it's a tiny airport, but that's really tiny. Okay. I guess we're just going to move over here to the side. We'll stay on the pavement, and then we'll just dolly it into a parking position, I guess. Takes a lot to get that going. Wow. All right, we'll just get this thing parked like so, and then we'll get a dolly to push this back. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Good, we'll just stop right there, and we will set the parking brake. All right, shut this thing down. Parking brake. Left throttles. Be idle for 1 minute. Anti-ice off. Defog can come off. Oh, that was loud. I didn't realize how loud it was. Air source can come off. There we go. Turn off the engines. Just like that. GPU connects. Let's see, where's my iPad? GPU, that'd be ground. Connect the iPad, or connect the GPU, I mean. Start battery, where are you? Off. External lights all come off. There we go. Left and right generators can come off. Bus ties off. System battery off. Open the door. And chocks. All right, let's put this thing away. Well, where is it? There you go. All right, let's hop outside. And let's get our luggage out, which I think we can do from here now. There we go. Luggage should not be on the cart. And it is. All the people can come out. There we go. Excellent. Let's back up a little bit because that GPU is really loud. All right. Well, welcome to Oregon. From Oregon, 40-minute flight. It took a little less time than I thought. Easier flight than I thought it would be. The visual landing, the approach could have been a little bit better. Like if I knew the area, I wouldn't have come down so low so soon. But we didn't know the area and we didn't have any instruments to help us. It was just a matter of knowing the airport elevation and going from there. So it wasn't terrible. In real life, that would have been pretty scary. We were a little close to our terrain, but we seemed to do okay. The touchdown was a little firm. If that were a crosswind landing, that would have been a nice firm touchdown. But we didn't need that for a windless landing. But that's okay. It's been a while since I've flown this thing, so not too bad. Otherwise, what is coming up next? Unless I get anything in between, we're going to do Rhode Island next. A little quick one there. And then we'll be on our last hurrah of the 50 state series. The last 10 flights will come after that one. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you found me by accident, please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends. If you are a big subscriber, thank you for your continuing support. And unless something comes up in between, I'll catch you in Rhode Island.